sports car architecture is elemental to the existence of Lotus and contains our famed DNA from our sports car history. We do this through a mid-mounted engine and a lightweight aluminium structure. It's completely evolved to give Lotus its first new car for 2021, an all-new sports car codenamed Type 131. As well as the car being all new, we have a dedicated all-new production facility, and today we're building our first prototype vehicles as they come off the line. Let's take a look. Type 131 bridges our past and our future, and today we're really excited that we can announce the name of the car. We're now going to go over to our studio to meet our design director, Russell Carr, to give us an overview of Emira's design language.
I think what we've learned from designing the Evija really is we formed our views of what the new design language is. And obviously we'll adapt that for Emira and all the other cars that come up in the future in the most appropriate way, basically. So some of the things which are really key is getting the proportions right. We want the cabin hunkered down between the wheel arches, so you get these really muscular haunches on the vehicle, almost like the shoulders on a big cat, something like that. So the car's really planted on the road. We want to have very soft, fluid surface language with some really crisp lines on the surface as well, so that you've got this juxtaposition of the soft and hard. And we want everything to be really shrink wrapped around the mechanicals as well, because our cars are all about the driving experience, agility, etc. And we want to express that in the form, so we want something that looks very athletic and agile. And of course aerodynamics is really important to us as well. So we've obviously interpreted the car-by-air aerodynamic philosophies of Evija, but done it in an appropriate way for a car that's in the class that the Emira is in. Technology in the design process is really important. We sort of combine very classical techniques like hand modelling clay together with very modern techniques. So we also machine clay using 5-axis milling machines, but of course we've got computer technology, we use VR, and we use full screen projection as well. So part of the process that you'll see around the studio is that we'll be designing the car on the computer, we'll be viewing it on a large format screen, 4 meters inside, we'll be immersing ourselves into virtual reality as well. And really having all those different tools just really helps us. It helps improve the quality of the car because we can get into looking at the assembly of panels, looking at all the gaps, all the see-through conditions to make sure all that looks perfect and is really good quality. But it also allows us to see things very early on that perhaps we wouldn't have done in the past with just using a clay model. So for example, on the interior, we can go into a VR world, we can make ourselves look ridiculous putting the headset on. But with a computer model then, you can believe that you're inside a real vehicle. We sit inside our seating buck we put the headset on, and we can look over our shoulder and see what obscuration we've got on the C-pillar. We can see where the pillars sit. We can imagine reaching out and touching the surfaces of the instrument panel. So we do that all in combination with a physical model, but at the start of the process that's really important. And then the digital phase remains all the way through to us releasing the final data, and we We tune that data to get perfect highlights on it, perfect gapping, make sure, as I say, there's no gaps where you can look through and see something you wouldn't want to do. And of course, this technology of using the digital format has been really useful during sort of lockdown, during the COVID crisis. We've been able to do a lot of work from home, which would be impossible with a clay model because it's not very easy to take a clay model home, but we're able to be spread around the country, all communicating electronically, looking at all these surfaces and details. So it's really kept us moving, it's kept the quality improving on the car, and it's kept the creative opportunities going because we can try many more things using digital technology. What we set out to do is we're always trying to do something that is thrilling. We are all about performance, so the product has to thrill you, has to excite you. No one buys a sports car for rational reasons. They have to be seduced into buying it through the emotion of the product. We want the product to be beautiful as well. We want something that stays attractive in the market for a long period of time, so it's got to be beautiful and glamorous as well. It has to be ingenious. We have to try new things in there, adapt technologies in a new manner because we're all about looking forward. It has to be memorable as well. There's lots of great vehicles out there, so we have to find things that are distinctive. So for example, on the back of the Avaya, the way that we do the rear lights, the Venturi tunnels, the way they exit the vehicle, you know, that's something that people remember and it's something to talk about. And then at the end of it as well, you know, it has to also be recognisable as a Lotus. So that's how we think when we're doing a design language.
Thanks, Emma and Russell. We can't wait to share more on Emira. I will today give you some more details on the powertrain. Contrary to some speculation, we are not going down the hybrid route. Instead, we're developing a new partnership which will give us a new powertrain offering. It will be highly efficient, use cutting-edge technology, and of course, have a high performance output. But for now, you will have to wait for more details. We will be sharing Emira with the world on the 6th of July, making its world debut from our all-new manufacturing facility here at Hethel. The reveal will be followed by a public dynamic debut at the world-famous Goodwood Festival of Speed on the 8th of July.